Hello friends, I once again welcome you to my channel, that is Speaking World with Bhaskar. Right, so today's topic is all about life. Well, according to me, life is a journey between point B and D, where B stands for birth and D denotes death. So there's a point C in between, which indicates the choice that we all have to make in order to make our lives happier. Now, according to some people, life may vary depending on the individual beliefs, but generally it comprises of certain factors. That is, finding purpose in life, to seek personal growth, to make that positive impact in our lives, and lastly, to create happiness. Well, to make it simpler for you all guys, I've decided to break life into certain segments. So let's head on the first segment. How can, or simple ways of making our lives happy? Well, according to me, we should do the things that we love the most, because when we do that, that will create happiness from within, right? Second, that would be never compare, with anyone else. That's the general tendency, but don't do that. Instead, focus on improving or being the better version of yourself. That's right. Third, always be grateful and thankful for all the things that you have in life or you have achieved in life. That will give you that sense of happiness. Then I would say spend more time with your loved ones, be with the friends and family. Because remember, they are the ones who stick obviously through your happiness and more importantly so during your sad times. So spend more this quality time with them and that will create a sense of happiness in your lives. Last but not the least, we should also eat good healthy food, because when we do that, it will make us physically stronger, and it will also make us feel happy from within, and that is mentally you will feel great as well. Having said that, let's move on a bit further. Now let's tackle the next segment of life. Now you might ask me, what does life teach us? Well, I'll tell you. Life teaches us certain factors. First, it helps us to become more independent. Let's be let's understand this thing very clearly, that no one is going to take charge of your life, but you yourself will have to take the charge of your own life. You have to be independent. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. No one will take care of yourself other than yourself. Right? Second, failures. Right. Now, failures, according to me, are the stepping stone to success. They are the pillars of success. Now, sometimes we might have to, fight those worst dark days of our lives. But remember, if you fight these dark, trying times of your lives, then only you can earn those best days of your lives. Right. Having said that, let me also tell you that we are never immune to these two emotions in our lives, and what that could be. Right, I'll tell you. That is fear and pain. Now, life teaches us that you need to overcome those fears and make fear your courage. And sometimes life also does teach you that we have to give our best during those painful times as well. Having covered these two segments, let's move on a bit further to the next segment. Now, I feel that life can be compared to various other factors. Let's start with the first one. According to me, life is like a song, where you can write your own lyrics. That's right. Life is also like if you ask me, like an elevator. You go up, the elevator takes you up and sometimes down. Similarly, when you go certain phases of a life, you will face that you're going up and you feel happy, and some phase in your life you will go down, which you might feel dejected at times. So that's why I said that. Life is also like a puzzle. Like a puzzle, to complete the puzzle and to get that entire correct picture, what do we need to do? We need to fit in those pieces correctly, right? And also, I'm sure some guys out there love ice cream. So life is like an ice cream. How can we forget about that? Because just like an ice cream, we need to relish each and every moment of it till it melts away. So life is same. Enjoy every bit of it till it melts away, right? Okay, having covered these three segments, now let's move on to the next segment. According to me, life can never be smooth. As I just explained some time back, it has its ups and downs, and you are bound to face some obstacles in life. Now, if you ask me, if you have some obstacles in life, how to face these obstacles? Trust me, best way to face it is to face it head on. When I say that, what does it mean? It means life will throw surprises at you. You'll have to learn to deal with it. Take it in a stride. Some you learn with experience as well. But take it in a stride. If you can't figure out on your own, then take the help, of your loved ones whom you can trust. Be it your best friend or your, a family member. Take the help. No problem. Right? Okay. Second point is communication. And I mean good communication is the key, to tackle any problems or obstacles in your life. And thirdly, I would say stay positive. You might say it's easier said than done, because when you go, through those troubled times, it's difficult to stay positive. I do understand that. However, but that's where you need to differ. If you try to stay positive and think of those positive things, you never know, it might come in your lives. But how will it come? It won't come on its own, right? You will have to take those important, tough decisions in your life. And then you never know. So that's the power of being positive. Right? Having covered these points and the segments on life, let's move on to the next one. Well, if you ask me, I remember one famous personality had once said about life that no one or nobody's life is absolutely perfect. But certainly you have the power and the courage to make your own lives happier than ever before. Correct. And last but not the least, after having said everything on life, why don't I conclude by giving you some pointers on life? Right. So life is short. Make the best of it till it lasts. Spend more time with your loved ones. As I mentioned earlier, be with your friends, the closest family members. Spend that good quality time. Bond with them. I'm sure, when there was the pandemic back then, we felt more closer in our own ways. That's how we realize that how important these people are in our lives. Treasure them. Create beautiful memories. That would be my next point. For everyone to cherish. One thing I would like to bring to your notice, that ignore those people, things, and remove all the negative situations in your life, that causes stress. Eat healthy food. Maybe even explore this beautiful new places that you ever dreamt of. Do that. And also maybe pursue some hobbies which you really love doing, right? So these are the factors that I feel that's very important about life. And last but not the least, remember to cope up with dealing with these obstacles in life, it will require some of your time, your persistence, and a good positive attitude. Well, if you ask me, follow these two mantras in life. I certainly follow that. That is, love life and live life to the fullest. Well, that's it, my friends. This is Bhaskar signing off. And before I do so, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and that is Speaking World with Bhaskar. Do leave your valuable comments, and don't forget to click on the notification bell as well. Love you all. Stay positive always. Goodbye.